Economic crises going on right now. One, unemployment. Easy to fix. Put in a new Works Progress Administration, a new Civilian Conservation Corps. That'll fix the unemployment problem. We have another very serious problem with Wall Street. They continue to do deals that pose systemic risk. According to the Bank for International Settlements, the gross notional value of derivatives contracts outstanding as of June, over $700 trillion. Okay, these guys got back up and running as if 2008 never happened. And they'll tell you they have it all perfectly hedged, as if massive counterparty failure never happens. That never happens. So somehow we have to stop these guys from doing these deals.
So how would you do that?
Well, I think we need to nationalize the banks, fire top management, wipe out the shareholders, compensate bondholders with shares of stock or pennies on the dollar. Then you strip out the toxic assets, isolate them in a bad bank, recapitalize, sell them off to the private sector. And then you have a banking system that can take deposits and make loans without having to peer into the abyss of toxic assets.
But what authority would you have to do that with private companies?
Actually, the President, the Treasury, and the Federal Reserve have that authority, and the Security and the FDIC collectively have that authority right now.
To go into private companies and,
Yes.
and strip them and
Yes.
shareholders of
Yes.
all their authority?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a democracy to me.
Well, you know, the FDIC does this to smaller banks on a regular basis.
But that's to banks. What about the private companies and private enterprise?
Well,
That doesn't sound very democratic.
actually, it sounds to me a lot more democratic than what we have now, with big banks calling the shots and the government enabling them.
That sounds like a bigger problem than what we have now. Or the fix would be a bigger problem than...
No.
No?
It's the only way to stop them from doing deals that pose systemic risk. Okay, I told you how big the derivatives look right now. They're 10 times more than they were before the crisis. If we have another massive counterparty failure, it will sink the whole system, and we have to stop them before that happens.
Now, how would that... I'm a sympathizer. How would that fit in with the rest of the world, or the rest of the economy and the rest of what goes on, whether defense or social services or anything else?
It would help the economy because it would allow banks to start making loans. They still sit on piles of cash they don't want to lend out because they themselves don't know how much they have to lose with their toxic assets, which they still have billions and billions on their books. See, right now we have zombie banks. Okay, and we need to unzombify them through the nationalization process I described. And I have an idea about how to deal with the bad bank.
Now, what if there's a change in administration?
A change in administration won't mean anything unless they feel willing to do the nationalization program.
And do you think both parties would support your proposal?
Well, I don't know. I don't think either major party would support my proposal, but I don't see any alternative.
In the real world, how do you propose the party system working together? Because it's not right now.
We need a strong third party. The Greens are somebody else. I find both major parties, quite frankly, hopeless.
Now, I don't know you. Do you want to say who you are?
Yeah, my name's Frank Lang, and I represent myself and nobody else.
Well, Frank,
I'll tell you I can tell you my idea about how to deal with the bad bank after the nationalization. See, what we do is we take the top management that just got fired and chain them to their desks and make them untangle every collateralized debt obligation they ever wrote.
Now, Frank, I'm not sure this is going to represent the move on, the Occupy movement. I'm sorry, the Occupy movement in a very good light.
Why?
Because it seems rather radical.
Oh, okay. So Occupy Wall Street doesn't look radical to you.
I don't think it should.
So you just want to be some kind of mainstream liberal that doesn't do anything.
No. I absolutely want to do something, but I want to do something that's going to be realistic.
The liberal class has failed us. Haven't you read Chris Hedges? Liberalism totally failed to uphold their values and take a stand. Okay.
I would like to take a stand, but something that's going to be realistic and that would work.
Well, this sounds to me like an entirely workable plan. It worked in Sweden when their banking system failed. They did exactly the same thing.
Did it? Okay. Well, thank you, and I hope you get your CNN interview.
Well, it looks like they split.
All right. Well, maybe this will make it onto YouTube, and
I hope so.
we'll go viral. Thank you.
You're welcome.